Hi, Chef Mark here. Today I'm preparing Spanish rice. Spanish rice is a very easy dish to make. It's not only affordable, it's nutritious and delicious, and I'm going to show you how to make it. But first of all, let's go over our ingredients. The first thing I have is 1 cup of uncooked rice. I have a jar of salsa, about 650 millimeters. I have some taco seasoning. I have just slightly under a pound of lean ground beef. I have 1/8 of a cup of cilantro, about 1/2 cup of corn. You can use canned or frozen. I have 1/2 cup of diced green pepper, and I have some powdered beef stock. Now I like to cook my rice separately, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my cup of rice, and I'll add 2 cups of water, and then I'll put that on the stove at about maybe low heat. I don't want it to burn. I'll add some salt to it, and that'll take about 20 minutes. Now I'm going to take my other pot. I'm going to add a bit of oil to it, and I'm going to throw in my beef, and what I'll do is I'll just stir that around and let that cook until it starts to turn gray. And then once it loses its pinkness and starts to turn gray, I'm going to add my pepper and stir that around for a while and just get that kind of mixed in there. Just let it saute a little bit. Then I'll add my beef powder to it. I'll stir that around, and then I'm going to add some taco seasoning, and the taco seasoning will just be like maybe a spoonful, not a teaspoon or a tablespoon, just the type of spoon that you stir your coffee with. And if I need more, I can add more later. I'm going to throw in my salsa, then my cilantro, and then I'm going to let that cook really nice. It's going to take maybe about 15 or 20 minutes to really stew real nice, and by then my rice should be finished. Okay, so now my rice is finished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump my rice in there, mix it around really good. I'm going to add my corn, and that's it. This dish is pretty much done. Okay, so there it is. That's Spanish rice, made easy. Okay, so there's my Spanish rice. I've dished some up for myself. I've sprinkled on a little bit of cilantro just for garnish. It looks really good. But of course I want to taste it because I'm sure it tastes very good as well. It looks like it's quite hot. That turned out so good. You know, Spanish rice a lot of times is made as a side dish. But I like adding hamburger to it because then it goes from a side dish to a main dish. And I used to feed this to my kids all the time when they were little, and they loved it. And it was a very economical dish to make, very tasty. And like I said, really easy to make. Cabernet. Well, there it is, friends. Spanish rice made easy. Well, once again, Mark's Easy Kitchen. Until we eat again, I'm Chef Mark. Cheers. Hi, me again. Today when I made Spanish rice, I used lean ground beef. Now you can use ground pork or ground chicken or turkey or even sausage meat. You can even use a plant-based product if you like. When I cooked my rice today, I just cooked it in water with a pinch of salt. You can cook your rice in beef stock, vegetable stock, chicken stock, whatever you like. Now also, when I measured out my cilantro, I mistakenly reported it was 1/8 of a cup. It was actually 1/4 of a cup. But you can put in as much as you want. Now, when I used to make Spanish rice, I used to make it with tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and tomato paste and that sort of thing. I used salsa because I want to make this dish as simple as possible for my viewers. Also, you don't need to use any kind of beef stock. You can use chicken stock or vegetable stock. And you don't have to use any stock at all. Maybe just some salt and pepper would be all you need. And also, when I used to make this all the time for my kids, I used to add mushrooms to it and vegetables because I want to, like I said, make it, really beef it up and make it a main dish, not just a side dish. But anyways, you're the cook, you're the chef, you're the mad scientist in your own kitchen. You do whatever you like, okay? Just don't poison anybody, but just have fun, okay? Bon appetit. Bye now.